Moose were found historically in Massachusetts, and like Steve said, as far south as Pennsylvania. But as the colonists came here, they cleared the forest for agriculture, and then with hunting, moose were extirpated from this portion of the range and throughout New England, except for very northern Maine. Slowly, with the Industrial Revolution and people leaving their farms and moving to the cities, farms were abandoned and the forest began to grow back. And with controlled hunting, or the control of hunting rather, moose were able to slowly expand in Maine, move into New Hampshire and Vermont, and then in probably the 60s and 70s, the very first moose started to move into Massachusetts. Then in that population began to take hold probably in the 80s. And in the 90s, it really began to expand, and we now obviously have a breeding and well-established population here.
Moose in Massachusetts face several issues. As I said, they really do like young forest, what we call early cereal stage forest. And in Massachusetts, it's really a lot of second growth, older forest. Summer and winter temperatures. A lot of people have said to us, moose biologists, that it's just too warm in Massachusetts for moose. And not even so much in the summer, more so in the winter, because they grow these incredibly thick coats. And there's been some work done on thermal stress in moose, and average temperatures in the winter in Massachusetts appear to be too high, yet they're here.
We've done some surveys of hunters coming out of the Quabbin during the deer hunt, and there was an estimate based on last year's survey of about 100 moose in the Quabbin. So pretty extensive habitat use by those moose. So far we've collared 16 animals, 8 bulls and 8 cows. But this project involving the GPS collars is basically to study how moose are moving and using the landscape in Massachusetts. Primarily it's myself and another guy going out in the field with dart guns and trying to track and find moose. Dart and put these collars on. We're also, when moose wander into town, say it's Northampton or Springfield, or occasionally they move into Boston, the environmental police and Mass Wildlife will tranquilize those animals and then move them to a more rural area to be released. And we'll also put collars on them in those times.